In this video, we're looking at baits good enough to eat. That's genuinely really nice. Oh, strong. Before we jump into the video, please make sure you subscribe to Carpology TV and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. And also follow all the social media platforms coming up over the bottom of your screen now for regular updates. 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗧𝗏, who are they and what exactly do they have to offer? Now I've got a plethora of stuff around me once again, and I'll get onto this in a second, but who are 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗧𝗏? Now they are a Czech-based company, which is why probably quite a lot of you haven't heard of them before, and I hadn't until we got in conjunction with them to do this video. But they're quite big over in Europe, and they've got a good reputation over there as well. And these baits, when I get onto them in a second, you'll probably look at them and think, yeah, that does look like something that's more likely to be used in Europe. But that's not to say that you can't use them in the UK or try something different. But anyway, 𝗚𝗚𝗃𝗧𝗏 are just a bait company, and they produce something a little bit different. So in 2020, I believe it was, they produced a Nutrigo, that's how I pronounce it anyway, Nutrigo, that's what I'm going to say. And it's basically a boilie that has a couple of different layers, and on the inside it's hollow but filled with a liquid, so completely unique. I've not seen it before. I'm not saying this is a first because it probably has been done before, but I've not seen them in the flesh before. But so on the inside you've got like a little core of liquid, and the whole idea of that is to boost your attraction. Everyone wants to boost the attraction of their hook baits, and sometimes you glug your boilies and things, or add different coatings to them, or you can even add like a stick mix to your hook bait so that you've got an extra bit of attraction around your hook bait. The whole idea of these being with an inner core full of liquid is that it's already got all that attraction within it. So as that starts to seep out, you can drill holes into the bait and it will start seeping out. And also when fish eat them, if you're free offering these, putting these as freebies, and they break down and they crack them open, those liquids are going to go out into the water, sending off loads of different food signals. So from a very small amount of bait, it releases a lot of attraction, and that's the main thing that they're going for with these. As fast forward to 2021, they've brought out these, which is the Nutrigo Extra, and quite self-explanatory. It's just full of more liquid inside of these now. So these are the latest iteration of the Nutrigo. And again, if you have a look at some of the shots that I've taken earlier, cutting these in half, you can see the different layers that are within the boilies. So you've got like quite a hard outer shell, so it doesn't break down too easily. And then beyond that, you've got more of a typical boilie makeup. And then right in the center, you've got the liquid as well. So once that's broken open, you can see it holds quite a bit of liquid. And I did a little test in the margin just to see how it reacted with the water. And as you can see, all the oils are just flying off of it, like going in all different directions. So you imagine you've put that on your hook bait, you've pierced it with a bait needle to put on your hair. There's already the hole for your hair on there, but if you put several other little holes in it and you put that bait out there, all those oils and attractions are going to be seeping out of the boilie, giving a lot more attention to your hook bait that might stand out over the next person. They're available in various different sizes. I think it's 20, 24 and 30, I believe. I may have got that slightly wrong. I'll have to double check. But they're big old baits. I mean, when these arrived and I looked at these, I was quite shocked at the size of some of these baits. And I've also got to apologise here to my dad, because a lot of the work deliveries I get go straight to his bakery, and I never know what things are going to arrive. But he told me one day that there's an extremely smelly box in his bakery, and it was all of these. So it should have smelled like fresh bread in his bakery. Instead, it smelled of a concoction of mango, strawberry, shrimp, bloodworm. So apologies, Dad, but these are some of the things that are to offer. So if I go round from right to the left, I've got plankton one. So that's one thing to note, is there's some more natural flavors and some more fruity flavors. So you've got plankton, which is in quite a dark brown, muddy sort of color. Moving around, complete opposite, we've got bright yellow mango. Now these ones, I love mango myself. Genuinely, I would tempting to put one in my mouth just to prove that they won't taste as good as they smell, but I'm not going to, because I'm sure the liquids won't taste as nice as they smell for human consumption anyway. Moving around again, bright pink, we've got wild strawberry. Further round, you got pepper, so again quite a savoury flavour. Then spiced shrimp. Now I think this is the one that probably stunk out Dad's bakery the most, because oh yes, that one's got a bit of a kick to it as well. You can definitely get the spice at the back of your nose with that one. Bloodworm, quite a dark bait this one, almost like a really dark purple, maybe slight blacks in there, but the outer shell has got flecks of red and all sorts in, so some different textures going on. And then we come around to the Compot NHDC. Now I'm not entirely sure what all of that stands for, but again, that's really strong bait. That reminds me of, if any of you ever had those, I think they're called fireball gobstoppers when you're a kid. Well, when I say when you're a kid, early 2000s, because that's when I was a kid, really. That's what it reminds me of. So a whole plethora of different things available. That one's really kicked me in the throat. Excuse me. So there's a lot to go for in this range. Now, where would you use these over, say, what you'd normally be sticking to? Well, winter could be one option. That you can see how high vis some of these baits are. You may not typically go for the biggest ones I've got here, but high vis, so we're always looking for a high visual attraction and something that pumps out a lot of scents and smells that doesn't overfeed the fish. Hello, Robin. It doesn't overfeed the fish, but you're getting a lot of scent and attraction into a swim, so it's not overfeeding them, but you've got something that's going to get their attention and hopefully get you a bite. It's also probably a good way of building up a swim without having to chuck in kilo upon kilo of bait, because it's got all of those liquids in. It's offering a lot of scent, getting the fish coming back. You can smell something good in the area without overfeeding them, so it can build up a spot quite quickly. Maybe stringers as well, you could stick them onto stringers instead of maybe using solid bags or PVA stringers and stuff, PVA bags, sorry. You could put these on a stringer setup, and because they start to break down and seep out into the swim, there's so much attraction coming from these that it probably does the same sort of job as what a stick mix or PVA bag would do. So they're very unique. I'm not saying this is going to be everyone's cup of tea, and it may not be something that fits in your fishing, but for some people it will. You know, have you ever walked around a lake and you've come across someone that does something completely bizarre to you, but he's catching, and it could be because he's doing something a bit different? So it might be worth giving a try, or if you're heading over to Europe and there's lakes around there that these baits are already working well on, it may be a good shout to pick them up. But for more information, please do head over to the 𝗟𝗶𝗾𝗂𝗏 team website, sorry, because there's lots more than what you can see with me today. This is just a taster of what they have to offer. Please also make sure you subscribe to us and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and follow us on all the social media platforms coming up on the bottom of your screen now. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you again soon.